on this episode of Hollywood Treasure.
I'm on the biggest hunt I've ever been on. It's easily $200,000 to $300,000. Profiles in History is going back to the future. Everything in your movie is iconic. Ruby slippers were stolen. Our goal is to start a brand new investigation.
This is the biggest task Joe has ever set us on.
He can walk me through the crime scene step by step. I think $2 to $3 million. They're that iconic.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm a little bit nervous. This is by far the biggest item we've ever had.
Sold, 4,000.
That lot started going up and up and up.
Sold, sold, sold.
My name is Joe Madalini. I hunt for iconic treasure from the movies and TV shows you love and auction them for prices you wouldn't believe. Together with my team of talented investigators, I will scour the globe to uncover Hollywood treasure.
Hey guys.
Hey, Joe. Morning.
We're really kind of right in the middle of this, Team Fox charity auction. And I really wanted you guys to understand how important this is. Michael J. Fox's foundation, Team Fox, raises money for Parkinson's research. So we're trying to find Back to the Future items to get in this auction. But this is difficult because we're not looking for consignments. We're looking for donations.
I actually have a great lead, Mr. Bob Gale, who is the creator of Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3. He's agreed to meet with us.
That's great. So, John, I have a project for you. My #1 thing is a pair of ruby slippers.
Slippers of
The only pair that, to me, that's viable are Michael Shaw's. In 2005, though, his ruby slippers were stolen out of the Judy Garland Museum in Grand Rapids, Minnesota. They're missing. They're gone. First thing I want to do, Brian, is let's make an appointment and see if he's on board for this, because I would like to reopen this case. This is the ultimate iconic film item there is. This would be the biggest thing we've ever had. Today, we're going to go visit Michael Shaw. I'm on the biggest hunt of my lifetime searching for the ruby slippers, the world's most famous film artifact.
Michael!
I really can't go on this quest to find these ruby slippers without Michael being invested in this because they're his.
Welcome to Chateau Shaw.
What an amazing, amazing place. Speechless. Michael Shaw is one of the founders of collecting and basically saved a lot of these treasures from going in the trash. Where did you find this costume?
This was a case of things that were being thrown out or in people's collection that they didn't want anymore.
If this is the real deal, it's easily $200,000 to $300,000. I mean, it's so important. Everybody asks me, why do people collect this? And I say it's one word, nostalgia.
Exactly.
It's all it is. I think when you look back, when you're older and you're like, wow, who would have known those are the happiest days of our lives, right?
True.
I wouldn't be doing this today if it wasn't for people like Michael Shaw. And that's why I've got to push forward on this quest and find these ruby slippers. For any collector of movie memorabilia, I've got to say the holy grail are the ruby slippers.
Oh, absolutely. And to have them stolen out of a museum, the Judy Garland Museum in Grand Rapids, Minnesota, was outrageous. I used to use the ruby slippers to help raise money for various charities. Maybe if enough word goes out there, the ruby slippers will reappear.
Right.
And I can continue to help them spread their magic. What would you say my pair would be worth?
Yours are, for sure, we know, screen used. In today's market, I think $2 to $3 million. They're that iconic. That is the most important piece of Hollywood memorabilia in the world. So our goal is to start a brand new investigation to find your slippers.
That would be wonderful.
I grew up watching The Wizard of Oz. This is a personal thing for me. It's a travesty that these ruby slippers disappeared. Michael, I'm committed to finding these shoes for you. We're going to give it a shot.
I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'm still on the hunt for the ruby slippers, but today Tracy set up a meeting with Bob Gale, and I'm hoping to get some great items for the Team Fox auction.
So nice to meet you in person.
Hi.
This is Joe Madalena.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, Joe.
How are you? Nice to meet you.
I'm fine. I even put on a jacket for you.
Oh, you're looking sharp.
Meeting the creator of Back to the Future is pretty awesome. For certain films, when you look at like the Raiders and the Indiana Jones franchise or Back to the Future, everything in your movie is iconic. Whether it's a hoverboard, the DeLorean, Marty's jacket, the sneakers, the sports almanac, literally everything in the movie for a collector is a dream because everything was iconic.
I've got some pretty cool stuff. Some of it because I was smart and took it. You know,
so you got two type of hoverboards.
Okay,
I know they made a solid wood one.
This one's made out of plywood.
Right.
Okay.
And you know, it's heavy. And they'd hang this on wire.
Oh,
it was
cool.
heavy enough so that it could support a human being. Here's the hover technology, the maglev technology, and these little wire feet on here to create the illusion when Michael J. Fox takes the hoverboard and he throws it on the ground.
There you have
It's
it.
hovering.
Something like this in today's market would bring $50,000.
Here's one of the newspapers when Biff Cannon is the luckiest man on earth.
Wouldn't you like to have that sports almanac for a day? Who came up with all these ideas?
Most of that probably came out of my brain, yeah. And this one was actually used in the movie.
We just sold one of these for $6,000. You know, so it's just to show you how valuable your items from this movie. It's like a collector's dream, especially coming from you. To pull off this Back to the Future auction, we've got to land Bob Gale. We are doing this auction for Team Fox. And, you know, we're trying to find material from Back to the Future.
Anything that you can part with. We actually have a little surprise for you.
Cool.
You're falling into a peculiar underworld.
This is the biggest challenge we've ever faced.